Oh, snaps. Check, check, 1, 2. Check, check, 1, 2. Check, check, 1, 2. I don't know what we do. I'm fooling right now. The month of July is almost over. The best month of the year is almost here. We're going to talk about it. So definitely talking about it. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all should be seeing the office right now. Let's go ahead and cut on the remaining lights. I see my fridge. I see the shelf. There it is. Let's go. Let's get into it. Gotta adjust this. Y'all know we gotta adjust that. We gotta adjust that. We got to adjust that right there, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Let's switch on over here now. Let's see. There we go. That's much better. All right, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. It's your boy Tru Inferno. Today's day is Sunday, July the 28th. All right, so it's this month's edition of the Tru Inferno Show. So yeah, we got a lot going on. We got lots to talk about, but obviously I'm not going to do this by myself. So let me go ahead and let my guests know that they can call me in the Discord. Captain Rebel, what's up? They showed up to the live stream. Welcome, chat. Thank you for showing up to the live stream. We're doing it real big. And this is a first. This is actually a first. So, I'm not sure if you guys been paying attention every time I went live on Twitch. Oh, I said that too early. Well, is it early? How long have I been live for? 9 minutes? Okay, I guess it's not early. On the Purple website. And on YouTube, y'all should notice that there's a logo that appears. It's not there now, but when we get to the gameplay or whatever, there's normally a logo there. Let me see. Oh, there it is. We got the phone call. So, give me a second. Let me turn the music down as well. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Uh-oh. I cannot hear
Testing,
you.
testing. Hello, hello, hello.
Uh-oh. Give me a second, chat. I cannot hear at all. Let's go to my settings. That is not my settings. Oh, that's why. So we need to change that over to here. Okay, we don't want that. How about here? And then we also want to switch that over here. Let's try this one. All right, say something. Oh yeah, you've been saying something. No, I can't hear you still. Let's see. Where is it? Where is it? Not that. Let's try this one. How about now? Say something now. There we go. There we go. I meant to turn you up. To me, is that possible? Just a tad bit. Oh, there it is. Okay, now you can go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Maria. You can find me on the Mariaculous channel, so you can see it both on Tru's tag right there. So hello.
Hey, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. So, so let me also give you my own introduction. So yeah, you can find her on twitch.tv/Mariaculous. She is also a teammate of Floaroma Town. So yeah, we are part of the same stream team. And lastly, but just as important, we are both noticeable trainers for Worlds, which is happening next month. Very excited for that. How excited are you about going to Worlds?
It's actually going to be like, what, 2 weeks-ish at this point? So it's really exciting. We have roughly, what, 19-ish days until the first day of Worlds?
Yeah, that sounds right. That
so
sounds
even
right.
less than a month, so that's exciting.
Yeah, that I can't wait for that. Also, you kind of breaking up a little bit. Sorry to say. I'm not sure that's on your
All right,
end
let
or
me
mine
test
though.
by moving my mic closer because I am a little bit further away and my gain is a little bit different. So, testing, testing. How's that?
Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Also, on that note, shout out to Film Blogs. What's up? Thanks for the live stream. So, Film Blogs is an also going to Worlds. Film, you going to Worlds, right? Who is also from, where are you from, the Film? I think you're actually from Honolulu, if memory serves it correct. So that's going to be exciting as well. And also, shout out to Fleece King, who announced that he would be going as well. That was actually shocking. Now, with all of that out the way, now, first of all, before I do that, y'all need to follow Mariaculous. She just got done with her live stream on Twitch, so y'all should be following her at this point. Again, a Floaroma Town teammate. So yeah, y'all should be following her right now. Right now. But let's get on over to the game. Ooh, the showcases are over. I probably got first. Yep, I did get first place on everything. So now, before we get into the topics, let me explain how this works. So obviously, I'm a Pokemon Go content creator first and foremost. So on the show, we normally talk about Pokemon Go, unless there's something else that is involved with Pokemon Go, like for example, Go Fest or Worlds in this case, then we'll include that in there. So, before we get on with it, how would you rate your experience with Pokemon Go?
The most current experiences I would say might be 6 to 7 out of 10, only because I'm not the type who can use a lot of raid passes in general outside of like going out myself. So I'm more of a remote raid pass user, but with the whole price increase of remote raid passes, it's been a lot more difficult to join and participate in raids on my own. So in general, I love playing Pogo. It's been a little more difficult if I have to do certain quests. For example, I'm still stuck on, I think it's my Mew quest that requires me to catch a Pokemon every single day for 30 days consecutively. And sometimes I'm quite busy,
Ouch.
so if I miss a single day, it starts back from zero. And it's been a little rough.
Mm-hmm.
I have been so close so many times, but if I just happen to miss a single day, it's just back to zero up to 30.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that Mew Crest. Yeah. Like the only recommendation I could probably give is, do you have a Go Plus Plus by any
Yeah,
chance?
so that one I'm definitely using for both Pokemon Sleep and Go. So having the extra hearts that you get from connecting is helpful. So that's one for my extra buddies, but even if it's just like me connecting to it, because I'd have to open the game in general to actually catch Pokemon. So that's my issue, just being able to open and then just catch the Pokemon. But again, busy work schedule, especially with like everything that's coming up with the things that for World or even for like just my work schedule in general. It's not easy to just consecutively log in every single day for 30 days for me.
Oh, okay, okay. I wish you could just like activate the Go Plus Plus without opening the game. That would be better.
I think that would be much helpful
So,
too.
and it's funny. Okay, yeah. So it's funny that you mentioned that you don't really do a lot of raids because of our first topic, which is something that happened this weekend, and that would be the Mega Lucario raid day. So, out of curiosity, were you able to go out and participate in that event by any chance?
I was planning to. We did go out that day. It's just that I didn't realize that the event was at 11 versus like a little bit earlier. So we went a little too early in our morning walks. And 11 tends to be a little bit too warm in the day for us. So a little bit of inconvenient time. So it's just not something that we ended up getting to do because by that time we got home already.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it tends to be hot out there, so yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. So, and then Chad, this is where you come in, you guys. So, how many of you guys went out and took part in the Mega Lucario Raid Day? Obviously, I took part in it, although I was late because of work, and don't get me started on that because I'm not in a good mood when it comes to my job right now. But I did go out. I took part in the event, but I can't say what all I did because that would be for tomorrow's video. But here's a little interesting tip that I'm gonna say for you guys. The Saturday night, no, the Friday night going on to Saturday, I have friends in Japan, Australia, New Zealand. They sent me invites, and there was a increase in remote raid limit from 5 to 20. I used all 20 of my remote raids that I can do wherever. I didn't get a shiny. I was at home remote raiding, which is weird. And again, you mentioned that you don't really do a lot of raiding, so I guess I can't ask you, what's your thoughts about what I just said just now, I guess.
Well, even if I didn't participate in the raid, I did hear a lot of details about it because I know a lot of people who play and I follow a lot of people who do raids. And I remember seeing on Twitter, I think it was, that there was an issue with the Lucario raids, especially those who bought the ticket. So the boosted shiny odds actually had issues. So I don't know if that's part of your why you didn't get any or if you were just unlucky.
So actually well, it could be that, but the issue that I heard from Leaked Up was that there was also supposed to be bonuses where if you got a ticket, you're supposed to get some bonuses. They were not working for those out in New Zealand and Australia and in Japan, which is why they did a makeup day today.
Oh, so
So
today
I thought
was
that was interesting.
the makeup. I actually didn't know about it. I thought that it was just well, I guess it was yesterday and announced a new day today. I didn't realize they had a makeup already.
Yeah, it was. I was shocked too that they did it so quickly, which is funny because they got another makeup event, which we'll talk about in a few minutes. But yeah, they did it the next day for those regions out there. Obviously, the rest of the world didn't have to deal with that because our stuff worked fine on our actual play day. But for those regions, yeah, it apparently did not work out like that. So they had to make up. Let's see. Bimblaw says, yeah, he lived a mountain away from World, so about 45 minutes. Okay, cool. Yo, Captain Wherever, he got the Hundo Lucario. You enjoyed the 6 hours Mega Rage. You only played for a few hours because you got to work late. Oh, God. Yeah, work. Oh, that's the word I do not want to hear today. Work. That's the word I do not want to hear right now. Work. So, in terms of my play day, like I said, y'all just got to watch tomorrow's video to see what happened. But what I will say is this. My luck turned around when I actually went out and played. That's all I'm going to say. My luck turned around when I went out and played. So, before we move on to the more exciting topic, is there anything that you would like to share about the Mega Lucario Raid Day, Maria, before we move on to the next topic?
I think just in general that I would have liked it to be a little bit earlier just so that it's something that I can do in the morning times because in general 11 a.m. is a little too late, I would think. But I also can see why some people would prefer it on like maybe a later date because that's more time for maybe someone to go out for lunch or whatnot. But I'm more of a morning walks type of person. I guess the late evenings also could have worked too, but that's normally I'd rather wind down at home in general. So I guess like depending on times it would be nicer. Or if I could just start using again remote raid passes at a little bit more reasonable at times, it would be nice.
Right. So the thing
Those are
about this one
usually
is it's gonna come back. It's gonna come back. So I wouldn't worry about it if nobody was able to take part in it because of other obligations or whatever the case may be. So it's going to come back as a mega raid boss on its own. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Okay, so let's move on to the next exciting topic here, and that would be Pokemon Worlds. So it's happening in Honolulu, Hawaii in the middle of August. So that would be August 16th to August 18th, which you all should know. That's my birthday, August the 18th. And yeah, I cannot wait for this. This is another Pokemon event that's happening on my birthday. It happened with Pokemon Go Fest in New York last year. So, since you are the Hawaii native, although not in Honolulu, uh, how do you feel about going to Worlds?
pretty exciting since it's the very first worlds that I get to attend and something that I didn't really expect to be able to do just because like leaving to and from Hawaii can be quite expensive. So not having to break bank in order to attend one of the biggest Pokemon events ever is really such an amazing experience that I can't wait to go through.
Yeah. So, as somebody who been to Worlds last year in Yokohama, I can give an insight what to expect, especially for those of you in the chat who are going like film blogs, but might not have been before. So there's going to be a bunch of activities there. obviously they got the Pokemon Center there. On that note, before I move on, so will you be in Honolulu that Wednesday, the Wednesday before Worlds?
Unfortunately, no. I arrived Thursday night. I'm gonna be there as late as
Ooh.
possible because work obligations. I won't be able to arrive until a little bit more in the evening times. So I'll be picking up my badge immediately early Friday morning with my family.
Okay. So the reason why I asked is because of the Pokemon Center. So did you register for a time slot to go in there?
Yes, we do have our registered slots, and we're going to be going as a group like maybe a few times. I don't remember how many times I think we registered ourselves for, maybe two or so. So we'll be visiting at least twice, once on Friday and once on Saturday.
Oh, nice. Okay. So yeah, you got that taken care of. So as for getting back to retrospects, obviously there's Pokemon Center. There's gonna be other activities, but surprisingly, they didn't, as far as I know, they didn't announce what those activities are. But because you and I are going to be noticeable trainers, I'm assuming we can just really walk in the other activities with no problem. But for everybody else who's going, y'all may want to check the Pokemon World's website frequently to see about registration for those. Cause yeah, if it's anything gonna be like last year, you gotta register to do just about everything. The only thing that you don't have to register to do is just watching the competition. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. And then at the very end on that Sunday, which should be at 5 o'clock, maybe 6, they're going to reveal like some updates on some Pokemon games, like Scarlet and Violet. They may drop some news about upcoming games. But the one thing they would definitely do is reveal the location for next year's Worlds, which is I'm kind of excited for to see where it's going to be at. Hopefully, it's at a place where I have a desire to visit and things of that nature. So that's all that you can expect at Worlds. Oh, and there's actually one more thing. There's obviously Pokemon Go. We have a Worlds Championship event that everybody can take part in, but at Worlds there was a special event for those who are attending where unknowns will be spawning and they could be shiny. And there's a bunch of other Pokemon that would be spawning there that can be shiny as well that only spawns at Worlds. Again, if it's anything like last year where I literally got 10 shiny unknowns in one day, which was pretty hilarious. So yeah, I'm actually excited about that. So how does all of that sound to you, Maria?
I'm pretty excited about it. I definitely saw that one of the events that you could do even without attending Worlds or having a pass to it was there's going to be on a separate venue location. I don't know how close it is to Worlds, but there's going to be like a picture location that you can go visit with family and friends and of course like again the public. So I know that I'm going to be doing a lot of photo taking with my family over there. That's one major activity I have planned for with them. I'm excited because I do know that they possibly if there's going to be interviews and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure you also mentioned that if there is like the need to interview people that you'd be able or you were available. So those were two major things that I thought about doing there. But overall, I am pretty excited to see what else they have in store for us. I don't know what type of activities are going to be planned, so maybe I'm very open minded about it. I do also hope that, of course, like if the first day, Friday, is just all the activities they have planned for the notable trainers, I'm hoping Saturday I'd spend more time with my family and like move around the convention centers. So hopefully something that I get to do so that not only do I spend time with new people, meeting with new content creators, and just getting to know people in the Pokemon sphere, I still have time with my own family and friends in Worlds.
Right, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, so let's see what the chat say. Captain Rabbit says never been at Pokemon Worlds event, but seeing videos and pictures looks fun to be at. Hey, Squid, what's up? Thanks for your live stream. You still at work? Bro, ain't y'all closed, man? You should be on your way home right now. But yeah, Captain Rabbit. So again, I only been to one Worlds, but which was last year. But yeah, it was really fun. It was really fun. Meeting a lot of people, saw other content creators. Now, when I went last year, I wasn't a noticeable trainer. I was just there as a spectator. So But this year I will be there as a noticeable trainer, so I will be involved with more stuff. And not to mention it's my birthday, so that's another exciting thing. And oh, fun fact, chat. Couple of gaming will be going. So they did like a fundraiser of sorts, and they are now going to Worlds, and their wedding anniversary is also on my birthday. So that's extremely exciting. So yeah, I can't wait to see them again. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. And
Yeah, didn't
so
even
obviously
Pokemon
when it
like
comes to Worlds, hmm? I'm sorry, go
I
ahead.
was just gonna say, didn't even Pokemon tweeted about being excited that they get to celebrate their birthday with you?
Yes, yes,
They
they did.
replied
The
to your
official Pokemon
posting.
Twitter account actually, yes, they did reply to my tweet like a few weeks ago. So that was pretty fun. I'm like, oh wow, I didn't expect that. But okay, yep, that actually did happen. What was I about to say? I'm about to say something. Oh, with Worlds, obviously we got the competition. So the question is, which competition are you looking forward to the most at Worlds?
Him I've been a VGC person since the get-go, and my first VGC tournament that I actually attended for regionals was in Toronto last year. So I'm very interested to see what a championship VGC would look like live, because I've experienced a regionals live and it was amazing. I love the energy. I love the hype for not just the final day, but like the events leading up towards it. I can't wait to see how both like the juniors, the masters, and I believe the senior ranks would go for. And I know that Unite also is quite big at Worlds, so I'm excited to see how fast paced a Unite Worlds would be. I've I've never seen Pogo play at Worlds before, so I'm very interested to see how that's going to play out. So pretty much all the competitive aspect of it, I love that type of energy. So my brother and I are very big into like those type of scenes, especially because like we've never been to a world in general or a competitive scene like that. So I definitely know that we're going to be experiencing a lot of hype energy, a lot of energy matching as well because we're very good at matching energy. Not exactly the energy around us is going to flow.
Right. So obviously for me, it's gonna be Pokemon Go without question. But and then my viewers should know this, but and I think you know this as well. But I took part in my first regional tournament in Indianapolis earlier this year, and I don't think I told you what happened. So my goal was to win one match and get farther than the cruise ship, who also competed at his first regional in Pokemon Go in Toronto, ironically enough. And so, and I accomplished that goal. I got farther than he did. But going back to my tournament, here's what happened. So I got a flashback. So I've been to a regionals before just to cover it, to blog and things of that nature. I actually went behind the scenes at the regional. Shout out to Daniel for hooking me up with that opportunity. And that happened in Indianapolis last year, where a kid, I forgot his name, but a kid actually won Pokemon Go's regionals in Indy last year, and I was able to interview him and stuff like that. So that was last year, 2023. This year, back in Indiana, I competed. I won my first match, and then my next match was against that same kid who won regionals a year ago in the same state. So when I was telling all the other competitors, because some of them they know me, I'm like, oh, I'm going against this guy. They were like, oh, well, yep, see you in the loser bracket. I'm like, dang, y'all have no faith in me, which I can't blame him because he smoked me 2-0. But and then I had a bye in my losers bracket, and then I ultimately lost my next match, and I got out of the tournament. But it was still fun to compete in my first ever tournament. So yeah, that vibe is really really good. In terms of Pogo at Worlds, I'm going by last year. Um, so first of all, I saw some of it on Friday. I missed Saturday because I didn't even go Saturday, and obviously I was there for championship. And I wish I would have went Saturday because based on what I heard and based on the footage that I saw, the competition in Pogo on Saturday was like top notch. Like some two rivals went at it, and I missed it because I was in Shibuya and Shinjuku, messing around with the game. So I wish I was there Saturday, but Sunday was also fun as well, the championship. So yeah, it's a a phenomenal vibe and very competitive. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Uh, so fun fact: Filmblog said that he saw the layout of the Pokemon Center, which is located on the fourth floor, going up two escalators. And so hopefully he can DM me that layout so we can look at it. Oh, Square, y'all close at 9? Okay, y'all starting to close. Okay. But y'all got 20 minutes. But in terms of everything else, like Unite and the VGC and the trading card, or TCG rather, um, I'm pretty sure Friday, Saturday, all that would be going on at the same time. So that's gonna be the norm. But then Sunday, the finals, each category we get there on Spotlight. So that's going to be it's going to be intense, especially be there the entire day. So that's going to be intense, if I do say so myself. So while we waiting on those layouts, is there anything else they'd like to add about Worlds?
Yeah, for sure. Going back to your whole regionals that you ended up challenging a champion. Welcome to the crew! My first ever regionals, my first match that I won put me in the winner's bracket up against, I think it was his fourth time winning a regionals. I went up against VGC champion James Beck. Didn't know who he was until I said his name out loud, and all of my VGC friends just stared at me going, huh? You're going up against James Beck? I'm like, okay, who is he? He said, no, don't look him up. And I, of course, immediately looked him up, saw that he would be already attending Worlds as a champion. He's here. He was just there competing again. I was like, well, here I am meeting him for the first time. But they did end up saying,
Right.
like, even if, like, whatever happens, take photos with him. So I made sure to do all of that. And it was great. It was a very good experience seeing how well I could last towards a champion in themselves. So definitely did not win any of the matches against him. But overall, that really made my regional experience such a interesting one. And not a lot of people can say in their first regionals, their second match, you go up against like champions. So definitely a niche category to be fun in or to be in.
Yeah, that's ironic. That's very ironic. Also, Squid says hi,
Wait,
Maria.
hello. How are you? I hope your closing is going well.
Right. Yeah, focus on closing, Squid. All right, so while we waiting on the layout of the Pokemon Center, I am interested in seeing that. Let's move on to the next topic, which would be the Ultra Unlocks. So now we're gonna get into Pokemon Go. So I'm trying to find exactly what they were. I will admit the Ultra. So let me explain what this is. So obviously this month we had Pokemon Go Fest in like different locations, but in this month we had it in New York, and there was Global Go Fest. And I think it was with Global Go Fest, if we was able to complete certain challenges, we could unlock like events and even bonuses and things of that nature. So naturally we did that, and we unlocked 3 events. The first event was the Better Together event that happened on the 17th of this month to the 22nd. And then the second thing we unlocked was another event called the Strength of Steel, which is going on right now from July the 25th to the 30th. And then the third one we unlocked was, we talked about it already, the Mega Lucario Raid Day, which had bugs for those in New Zealand, Australia, and Japan. And they had a makeup day today. So right now, what's going on right now is the Strength of Steel, where Togedemaru Shinies in the game, and there's a bunch of Steel type Pokemon spawning. So I guess I'm gonna make the question as simple as possible. What are your thoughts about these 3 bonuses? If there's one that you like the best or the least, and anything like that?
I think is Better Together the one where you unlock Tandemaus in? Or,
Y-
or was it a different one? Because I know
yes, the
Tandemaus
Better
was
Together. That's the
recently
one.
released in the game. Yeah, so that I think that one would be my
Yes.
number one, just because I think it's fun that they transfer the mechanic of being able to get a three fan mouse hold and just have a chance of it. That type of thing is my excitement when it comes to evolving types of Pokemon. So definitely love the idea that they brought the 1 in 100 chance of getting 3 fam. I also liked the Steel event only because like Steel type is one of my favorite typings in the game. I didn't actually know it. Is it a boosted shiny odds event, or is it just like an event where Pokemon spawn more?
I had to say when the Pokemon spawns more. I don't think there's boosted shiny eyes or anything like that. Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, so my Go Plus actually found a shiny Pineco while we were out there. So while we were waiting for the Lucario raid, so that was a
Nice.
pretty fun surprise, not knowing that um I ended up finding something while we were out. The last, of course, again the Mega Lucario, I would have liked to do that. So if it's going to just repeat again in the future, I definitely hoping to have more time with it. And I don't know, I enjoy a lot of like different types of events. I think that they're going by really quickly, so it's kind of hard for me to keep up with a lot of them. So the upcoming events that hopefully I'll have more ideas of, because like I'll pay more attention to. Because the steel type event was actually a little bit of a surprise to me, but I'm glad I was able to participate. I was really, really excited about again getting Tandemaus, one of my favorite Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet. So I enjoyed having the ability to encounter it and go.
Okay, nice, nice, nice. So right now I'm actually evolving my Tentamus to see if I can get the 3 family. Let's see what this one is. Nope, 4. It I have not seen anybody get the 3. I don't recall if anybody got the 3. Have you seen anybody get the 3 family?
I thought I did. Let me try to look up to see the one person I think I remember seeing, but I don't remember specifically if it was them. But I think I have seen 3 family mouse hold already on Go.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. But yeah, I don't recall seeing anybody get the 3. I'm not saying nobody got it, but I personally haven't seen anybody get the 3. So hopefully if if anybody got the 3, that means there's hope for everybody else.
Yep, so Fleece King's mom actually got it. I remember seeing that.
Ah, typical, yeah. Okay. Typical. I should have started there first. If it's not Fleece King, then it's his mom. Hey, Jody, what's up? Thanks for the live stream. Oh, JT Validate? Okay, that's kind of not surprising either. Okay, okay, that makes sense too. Okay, so it is a chance, it is hope to get the 3 family. Okay, that's good. That's good. So with me with the Ultra Unlocks, I mean it's nice. I felt like it could have been better, but it's nice. It's nice. I will admit, yeah, the Tentamouse with the 4 family of the 3 is a surprise. My only complaint is, and I'm about to show you an example. When you evolve it, I wish they could show you whether it's a 4 or the 3 before you evolve it, instead of it being like random. That's my only complaint about it. So I'm just looking for all the ones that I have, and they showing logos of it being a 4 family. So I'm not sure if they will show a different logo or they will not show a different logo. You have to just guess and hope for the best that you get the 3. But I wish that they could show you whether you go get the 4 or the 3, because that would have been really nice, and you can save up on a lot of Mouse candies and rare candies. So that's my only complaint about Mouse. Outside of that, it is a nice surprise to see it in the game, though.
Yeah, I can see how that can be an issue for sure. Just like being limited to which one
Mm.
you can evolve and hoping you pick the right one that actually gets the 3.
Right, right. I think I had 296s that I evolved already, like 296 IVs, but alas, neither one were the 3 family mousehold. So yeah, chat. Well, any of you, first of all, if I'm asking y'all if y'all know anybody, then that means chat. None of y'all got the 3 family, so I don't need to ask y'all that question. You know what? Let's try and evolve this one. Let's see what happens when I evolve this one. Let's see. So now that we got the Ultra Unlock topics out the way, let's talk about what's going to happen in the month of August. So, okay, let's see. Jody says it's all random. You're walking your 98% IV mouse hole to get more candies to evolve your hundos. Wait, how many hundos you got? Hundos or 10 mouse? Because there's stupid emo things in the race. I can't see. You only got one, or is that more than one? I can't see, Jody. What does that say? And this is a 4 family right here. So, while I wait for Jody to respond to that question, let's cover what's going to happen in the game for the month of August. So now, Maria, you'll now know what will happen in the month of August, rather. So we got Adventure Week starting on August the 2nd to August the 12th from 10 a.m. August 2nd to 11:59 p.m. August the 12th. I guess the main event for that event would be the fact that you could get 5 times the XP for spinning new Pokestops. So if you go to a spot and there's a bunch of Pokestops there, but you never spun them before, you're gonna get a lot of XP for that. And they're gonna be like every Pokemon spawning would be shiny. So I guess the main one would be Tortuga, maybe Tyrant, maybe Amaror, even though that is a phenomenal shiny. Oh, you got two. Okay, two Hundos. That's nice. And maybe Archon and Sheldon. I like the Sheldon shiny as well. But outside of that, there's nothing new in terms of shinies. No new Pokemon making their debut, anything like that. So there's that event. Now, the next event that is happening is the Mega Rayquaza Elite Raid Day makeup event. And we had this in July. We're going to talk about that in a second, but there was an issue there. So I mentioned earlier that there was 2 makeup events, and they did one today. They got another one. This one's on August the 3rd, and I'm not sure how you go. Well, even though it says 2 time slots, there actually should be 3. I don't know why Leap Duck got, or not Leap Duck. Pokemon Go Hub got 2. It should be one at 11 a.m. unless they changed it, removed it. One at 1 p.m. and one at 6 p.m. So I guess if you have the time, the 6 p.m. might be up your alley for this one, since it's more in the evening, and hopefully be cool by then. Am I correct in saying that?
Yeah, definitely. It might be something that we can just go drive around instead of just like walk out. Or unless like depending on like what my family wants to do, because we actually just roll up as a family when it comes to raids. It's one of my favorite things to do is like family events for us.
Oh, okay, nice. So this is going to be like an elite raid format. So you basically have 45 minutes within that certain time frame, whether it's 11 a.m., 1 p.m., or in your case, 6 p.m. local time, to find any elite raid gyms that just happen to have that Mega Rayquaza raid and just do it. And that would be midnight my time. So I don't know what I'd be doing at that point. Oh, it would be Sunday. So I should still be up. So yeah, if y'all need some help, you can always send me a remote raid invite. I'll be down to join.
Good to know.
Jody's okay. Jody says I definitely would prefer to know which one could be the 3 families, since you wanted to have at least one 10 miles because you're a family collector. Yeah, see, exactly. I totally agree. So let's see. Okay, what happened on the 29th? Let's see what happens. So the Elite Raid eggs did not appear on eligible twin gems. Oh yeah, that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. I remember that. So that's why we got the makeup. So the Elite Raids, so when it comes to Elite Raids, they would normally show up 24 hours in advance so people can start planning in terms of which gyms to go at certain times and stuff like that. That did not happen in New Zealand and Australia. So because of that, they basically said all the raids would pop up at 6 a.m. local time the day up, as opposed to 24 hours prior. So yeah, that was the issue. I remember that. So that's why we're having a makeup day. Frankie. Okay, I'm gonna go through all this and then I'm gonna address Frankie. So then we got the Taking Over event, which is a part of the Adventure Week. That would be going on from midnight August 8th to August the 12th. We don't know the details about that yet. So there's that. Then there's Shadow Raid Week. That would be from August 10th to the 11th. We don't know the details about that yet. And then this is the one right here. The World's Championship and Go Battle Week Share Skies event. So that'll be going on during Worlds. So that will start when we are all in, well, those who are going, we'll be in Hawaii, watching Worlds and doing the things of that nature. That will start at August 16th at 10 a.m. to August the 20th at 8 p.m. local time. And then this one caught a lot of us by surprise. The August Community Day Classic. That will be going on my birthday, August the 18th from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. So yes, while we're at Worlds watching Championship Sunday, that would be going on, which is funny because last year there was a Community Day on Championship Sunday at Worlds last year. I think it was Froki. Yeah, it was Froki Community Day. So this one being the classic though, so it could be something that we might skip, or if you want to focus more on the competition and other things at Worlds. But obviously, I can't do that since I am a Pokemon Go content creator, so I got to take part in that and watch Worlds and all that stuff. And then August the 23rd to the 30th is the Triumphant Together event. I have no clue what that is. And then on the 31st is Popplio Community Day on the 31st, the last day of the month of August from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. local time. So, with all the, oh, that's a Saturday too, by the way. So, with all of that said, my question for you is this. Out of all these events that I named, which one are you looking forward to the most?
It's definitely gonna be the Poplio Community Day. I definitely think that it's going to be the reason why I'm aiming for a jumbo size Poplio. Getting it in Scarlet and Violet is a big pain because I hate doing anything near the water. That event or that outbreak is also really just difficult to find in a good location. But in Pokemon Go, if I have a greater chance of getting it as a shiny and a better size, I'm definitely gonna try for that double XL shiny Poplio. And at least if I keep trying for a bunch, there's a good chance I'd get one as a female as well. So my biggest dream is getting a female shiny jumbo Poplio. So Poplio Community is going to be my big shot at it.
Nice. So yeah, and that's very useful for showcases. Since for some odd reason they do nothing but large Pokemon in showcases, which is cool at first, but now can we get some variety? Y'all got double XSs. I got tiny Pokemon. Can we get those in showcases? But in your case, yeah, that would be very useful in showcases to actually flex. Like, hey, I got a giant shiny Pokemon, and you don't. Haha. See, that would be a nice flex. For me, so chat, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Wait, actually, you know what? No, it ain't those two. I'm gonna go with the Triumphant Together because I'm curious to know what that is. I have no clue what that is. This is the first time we're getting that event, and it lasted for looked like 8 days. So I am very curious to know what that is. What Pokemon will be involved with that? Will we get any new Pokemon? Will we get any new shinies? I am very interested in the Triumphant Together event, so I cannot wait to see what that's about. Chat, this is where you guys come in. Is there anything from this list of events that happened in the month of August that you're looking forward to the most? And while I wait for chat to answer, Maria, random question: Is your birthday in August or no? I
No,
don't
it's
remember.
January.
Oh, okay, that's right. There's like a bunch of August birthdays that I'm now getting used to, or that I'm now finding out. So I'm like, oh snaps, okay. So yeah, there's that. Okay, now, okay, hold on. Let me read Joe these. You looking forward to the classic Community Day Pokemon is? That's another one. Yeah. You know what would be nice? Since my all-time favorite Pokemon is Charizard, if that Community Day Classic on my birthday was Charmander, I would be so happy. That would be the best birthday gift Niantic had ever given me. If that Community Day Classic featured Pokemon is Charmander, I would be so happy if it is. So yeah, there's that. And then Frankie says the Mega Rayquaza makeup event. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, so I got 3 Hundos or 100% IV Rayquazas. Not a single one is a shiny. I want a Shundo Rayquaza. That's like one of the main things that I always strive for to get. A Shundo Rayquaza. I do not have that, and it's annoying. So I'll be out doing this makeup event, which is actually this coming Saturday, by the way. Trying to get a Shundo. I need more, but with the Elite Wave format, it's like, So there's that. So now, Frankie, let's get on to your question. What is your friend code? So, and actually, I'm gonna stop the music for this one. Maria, I'm about to go on a rant, so. So, could I at least get a hi first? Can my guest get a hello first? Can we get a greetings, something before you just say what's your trainer code? So that's number one. Number two, I do not give out my trainer codes to the chat. The only way I give my trainer codes is if you, 1, become a member, 2, subscribe to me on Twitter, 3, become a Patreon or Patreon, or 4, if you just so happen to meet me in person, then yeah, I had no problem giving me my friend code in person. But then online, no, I don't get my friend code for free. So yeah, if you do one of those 4 things, then yeah, that's how you get my friend code. But yeah, there's that. All right, so while we wait for the, I think Finblaws is out looking for that map. So I guess Maria, my question for you is like, what are your thoughts about this lineup of events that we having in the month of August?
It's definitely quite jam-packed with everything that they wanna, accomplish. It's been a while since I've been back in the Go scene, so seeing all of these events kind of one after the other is very surprising. So I'm very interested to see how much I can participate in because I don't think I can participate in all of them. Maybe I could do a day or two in each and every single one of them. But I'm excited because anything to do while I'm at Worlds, because I one of the biggest reasons that I got back into Go was because I know I was going to be playing it a lot while I was at Worlds. So I'm going to try to be as active as possible. So anything that I can do, Pokemon wise, while in Honolulu, definitely going to participate in those. So I'm interested in ideally seeing what type of, I guess, whatever the Battle League Shared Skies is. So, because I would like to try my hand on competitive Go at some point, but um, I'm a shiny hunter at heart. So, the August Community Day Classic is just going to be something that I know I'm going to participate in, and hopefully just have like also those little, because I know like if you have an event and you have the little icon for it, it's gonna tell you where you get it. So I know I want to get a bunch of shinies that comes with that little you got this at this event and where you got it from.
Oh yeah, yes. Oh wait, yeah. Chat can't see my screen, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Let me find an example. I'm going through my, and actually we can switch back over here. The chat, you guys can see my example. Yeah, perfect example right here. Shiny Unknown O, part in Yokohama, Japan event 2023 Pokemon Worlds Championships in Yokohama. So yeah, that would probably be an example right there. But yeah, it is jam packed to a degree. In terms of the Go Battle Week, so basically what that is so obviously there's PvP in the game that anybody can take part in, but outside of local PvP where y'all just happen to be next to each other, or you get each other's friend code, or the scan a QR code and things of that nature, we have Go Battle League, which is like a ranking system in terms of PvP, and there's normally a limit that you can do Go Battle League in, which is I think like 20 battles a day. But with this event, um, that's normally going to be, unless it's like a different type of event that I'm thinking of, it normally means that you would be able to do 100 battles a day. But I think that's not what this is. I think this is an event tailored towards PvP, which means you're probably gonna see more PvP Pokemon spawning all over the place. And this is all over the world, so that whether you're going to Worlds or not, everybody gonna get that event right there. And let me switch over here. No, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. This one. So yeah, that's the event right here that everybody gonna get. Now, what we are going to get at Worlds, outside of this, and also outside of the August Community Day Classic, we more than likely, assuming they do the same thing they did last year, we're going to get a special event where there's certain Pokemon that will be spawning specifically at Worlds while you are in that area. So yeah, I can't wait for that. I can't wait to see what those Pokemon will be and what shinies will be at Worlds that is a part of that special event. I can't wait for that. Squid said he's excited for the Team Rocket event and the Shadow Raid weekend. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. So we don't know details about those two. Now, chat, I know, but I can't say what they are. But yeah, we're gonna find out soon. That's all I'm gonna say. We're gonna find out soon. Okay. So, Frank, if you're a Patreon, message me on Patreon. If you're a patron, message me on Patreon. All right. So now let's switch back over to here. And let's move on over to July's best events. So I'm not sure. So you just obviously say you just got back into the game. Was that this month or was that a month prior, or you know exactly when you got back into Pogo?
Yeah, basically got back to participate
Uh-oh.
in Go Fest, essentially.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that was well, Global Go Fest. I'm assuming that's what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
And
sorry.
yeah, that was this month. Okay. Okay, no problem. So let's go over all the events that happened this month. And we're going to start things off with the Chronic Paradise. That was on July the 6th to the 9th. We're going to skip New York because not everybody was able to do that. We got the Inbound from Ultra Space. That was on the 8th to the 13th. And then we got the early access extravaganza from the 8th to the 14th. Then, well, we're not gonna count Global Go Fest, because obviously everybody go pick that one, so we're not gonna count that one. We got the Ultra Unlocked Part 1, Better Together, where Mouse and Mousehole made their debuts. The Grow Together ticket. What the heck was that? The Grow Together ticket. Dick Training made a person Grow Together ticket for the main. Okay, we're not gonna count that. We're not gonna count that. We got July's Community Day, which was Dynamo. And then the ongoing event right now, the Ultra Unlocked Part 2, Strength to Steel. We talked about that already. And the Ultra Unlocked Part 3, Mega Lucario Raid Day. We already talked about that, which included the makeup for certain areas. Now, I asked you what was your favorite Ultra Unlocked event, and you said Better Together. So, is that your best event or your favorite event throughout the month of July, or was there another event that happened in the month of July that you like better than the Better Together event?
I really just think it's that because, like I said, Tandem Mouse was just really my big focus, just because I one wanted to get one, and two, I really wanted to see if I could get a 3 fam, but no luck.
Right, right. Okay, no problem, no problem. Chad, that question goes for you as well. What was your favorite event for the month of July? And nothing Go Fest is included. Nothing Go Fest is included. Square, you probably gonna say Go Fest New York. I would say the same, but that's too obvious. The rest of y'all would probably say Global, which would also be obvious. So we're not counting Go Fest. Not counting Go Fest. What July event would you say is your favorite, chat? And dang it, you already talked about it in terms of the reason why you got back into Pokemon Go. So while we're waiting for chat to answer, so let's talk about your Twitch channel. Obviously, you're a shiny hunter, and not only are you a shiny hunter, but you normally go for specific shinies. So can you explain to us the process of like how you choose which shinies to go after and things of that nature?
I think it depends on like situations. Like right now, because there's currently events going on in Scarlet and Violet where shiny odds are boosted. Those are really fun for me to go for because I've been focusing more on not just shiny hunting, but mark hunting and size hunting. So having the opportunity to
Mm-hmm.
collect more shinies and more checks makes it a lot easier for me to go for things like size marks. And I love getting extremity size, like large Pokemon, so jumbos, but I'm more of a teensy shiny hunter because I really love small and cute Pokemon. But with the opportunity of having multiple shinies in a single sandwich, it's so much fun to just try to go for both jumbo and teensy. So those are the major ones where if there's a big event, it's easier for me to like pick those. But in general, because I'm going for a national shiny living dex where I collect every single shiny that I can and just, trophy them up in Pokemon Home, most of the time it's me trying to see what have I not yet caught as a shiny and then try to fill up my national dex. And that's essentially what Ultra Moon has been for lately. It's been my Ultra Dex. It's been my national dex filler upper. So I've been doing a lot of different types of shiny hunts in that game. I recently did a lot of what is it called? SOS hunts. So I've been doing SOS, soft resets, a bunch of ultra wormholes for the first time. So it's more of just my, if I don't have it shiny yet, I probably should go for it. Although I'm trying to get better at not just like starting up hunts and then starting like a new one before ending one. Because like I said, there's so many events kind of going on right now for Pokemon in general that I keep pausing past hunts and then just doing these new hunts and then forgetting what I have done already and trying to go back to those previous hunts.
Okay, nice, nice, nice. Okay. So while we still waiting on chat to share with us their favorite event for the month of July, oh, that's a tough one. If we can't pick Go Fest, I would probably have to say I'm gonna go with the Inbound from Ultra Space event. That's my favorite one for the month of July. So for those of you who don't know what that is, so basically that's where all the Ultra Beasts was showing up and was like a part of the raids. But it's like each one would be there for like a certain day. I wish they had the lineup. Oh, they do have the lineup. So like Monday we had Guzzlord. Tuesday we had Neoligo. Wednesday, if you're in the southern hemisphere, you had I'm a butcher this name. Telestellar. But if you're in the Northern
Yeah.
Hemisphere, then you had Cortana. I'm sorry, say it again?
Celesteela and Cartana.
Yes. And then Thursday, we had in the Eastern Hemisphere Stack Attacker. And in the Western Hemisphere, we had, I'm definitely going to butcher this one, Blacephalon?
Blacephalon.
Yeah, Blacephalon. Okay, thank you. Oh, I got a funny story regarding how I would butcher Pokemon pronunciations. It's actually funny. And then Friday, we had in the Americas in Greenland, Buzzroll. Pheromosa was in Europe, the Middle East, Africa, and India. And Circuitry was in the Asia Pacific region. And while I did not take part in all of these raids because I had some of these shinies already, like Guzzlord and the Illegal, the 2 on Wednesdays, and then the 2 on Thursday, they cannot be shiny yet. I still needed the Pheromosa and the Circuitry and the Buzzroll. I needed all 3 of these. So I was waiting for these on Friday, and then also while I was in New York as well, because Go Fest happened that weekend. So was it? No, it was global. I was global. I'm trying to think. Did I get these shinies on this weekend, or did I have them going into New York? I don't remember. I think I got them doing Go Fest New York. So I didn't really need any of these shinies, but it was fun to do some of these, and the fact that they were available for the rest of the world to try to get these shinies. Again, with the exception of these 2, that was on Thursday. So I have to say that was my favorite event for the month of July. Were you playing the game during this time by any chance?
Hold on, sorry, my mic just got weird. But sort of, not really. It was more of just if they weren't yet inside for the Go Fest, because I wanted to do the Necrozma ones. I didn't get to participate in a lot of them, but I did get some Stack Attacker raids in. It was the only one for whatever reason that was kind of around me. But no, in general, I didn't get to participate in a lot of these except for again Stack Attacker. I would have tried any other of the raids if I could, but it's the one.
Oh, okay, nice. That's nice. So Jody said that they enjoyed Dynamo Community Day and Lucario Raid Day, and you enjoyed the Spotlight Hours. The Spotlight Hours are interesting. So the Dynamo, I forgot how many shinies I got on that thing. I think I had like 20 something shinies. But I will admit, this was a good. Was this the one? I think. Wait, was this the one? No, this was not the one. Wait. We had a Community Day Classic. Didn't we have a Community Day Classic on this month? I thought we did, but it had to be this one. But why? They don't have the right bonuses. We had at one point, because of a combination of another event, we had 4 times the XP for catch. And I don't know why it's not mentioning anything like that here, but that was going on during this event. So instead of me looking for the shiny, trying to get as many shinies as I could, I was trying to capture all of these and get all that XP, because that's a lot of XP to pass up on. So actually, that was a good community day. Even though Dynamo as a shiny and its evolutions does not have any use in Pokemon Go at all, but this was a good event for that XP. And then you also said the Spotlight Hours. So let's take a look at the Spotlight Hours real quick. So the Spotlight Hours, here we go. Oh, we had the Pikachu with the cake hat. I did get that shiny. We had Spiel, Binnacle, both Digletts. And then, just a reminder, chat, this Tuesday, Togedemaru will be out. And you get double the catch Stardust doing that one. And yes, that can be shiny now. Even though I don't say it here. Yes, it can be shiny. So yeah, that's going to be a big one. Yeah, the Spotlight Hours, they aren't bad, actually. Transfer Candy, that one was good as well for the Binnacle. So yeah, the Spotlight Hours were pretty good. I'll be honest, the Spotlight Hours were pretty good. I have to give you that one. Okay, so that was the one we had the 4 times XP because it's blended with the other thing. Yeah, exactly. So there was that. Now let's switch on over to from the best event to the worst event. Now, again, you already said this. You started playing the game in July. So I'm not sure if you have an answer for this question. Out of all the events that went on in July that I talked about, which one would you say would be the worst event for this month?
Participation wise, it was only because I couldn't do the Mega Lucario raids while I was out. It was a little bit frustrating because I got the time wrong. So I didn't exactly enjoy too much because it was something I wanted to do, but it was just so later in the afternoon for me. So event wise, it's not its fault. It's more of just it's a me problem. So I would have preferred it a little bit earlier. I'm trying to remember when if the events used to be like 8 a.m. to like a later time into your own time zone, but I can't remember if they used to be earlier because I remember playing like super early in the day and going to the park for it, but I guess it's just maybe just me misremembering some things. So that might just be like my least favorite just because it was something I could have done but just wasn't able to do.
So it varies. Like there was some events like they like lasted for multiple days. Like there's some events that may start at 8 a.m. or 10 a.m. And then, but if we talk about day events that last for like a day or two, it really varies. It could start at as early as midnight. It could start as late as 11 a.m. So it varies. It's all over the place in terms of that start time. So there was never a set start time for any Pokemon Go event. There's set start times in terms of when new raid bosses will appear and disappear, which is normally 10 a.m. But outside of that, there was never really much of a set start time in terms of like when events normally start. So it varies. There might have been events that started at 8 a.m. when you were playing back in the day. So I can't really dispute nor agree with it because it varies. Now, for me, I have to go with the early access extravaganza event. The main thing was the shiny Larvesta. I did not get a shiny Larvesta. Secondary was the shiny Corsola. I did not get a shiny Corsola during that event. And also there was the shiny Jangmo-O, which I did not get during that event. In fact, the only shiny that I got was a regular shiny Rockruff. I didn't even get the dust form Rockruff, which was annoying. And I got another shiny. It was I don't think it was Emoga either. So I have to say, and I used up a lot of egg incubators. I got a lot of eggs. And of course, the incubators, they cost money. So I did not get the shinies that I wanted during that event. And I'm actually looking at my phone in my game right now to see what shinies that I hatched during that time span. Let's see. Jody says they don't remember the events being any earlier than 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's hard to have the community days late as 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. in the hottest part of the day. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So once upon a time, community day was 6 hours. It started at 11. It went on until 5 at one point. But outside of that, like it depends on the events. So that's it was very. But hold on, let me go through my line number. Oh yeah, I did get a shiny Turtonator, which is not listed here for some odd reason. But yeah, that was doing that event. No, somebody traded me that. Brandy traded me. Oh yeah, Brandy did trade me that. Nope, that don't count. It was wait, when was that Cleffa event? That was in April? Yeah, that was April. So that was oh yeah, that was in Florida. That was June actually. Oh, I did. Did I hatch a no. So I didn't hatch anything here. Apparently, unless I traded it. I don't recall hatching anything here. I thought I hatched a shiny. Maybe they were doing Go Fest. But yeah, I did not hatch anything during this event, apparently. Looking at my rotation. So I have to say, this event, this egg event, was the worst event. Shiny Egg Larvesta was bad. You don't like having Pokemon life behind hatching. So yeah, there you go. Obviously, Squid would say the opposite because he got a Shundo Larvesta from this event, which everybody call hacks. But yeah, I had to go with this event. This event to me was terrible. It was terrible because there was nothing spawning around. It was only all about hatching eggs, and I didn't hatch anything good from that event. Not a single thing I would consider good from that event. Okay, so let's move on to the next topic. We're almost done here, folks. So now, as we already established, obviously Maria is a shiny hunter. So whether this is like the main series games or Pokemon Go. So my question for you is this: what was your best shiny that you ever caught?
In my entire experience shiny hunting, or specifically in which games? Is there a category do I have to pick from?
Like overall, like it could be any game.
That's difficult because I'd say each of my hunts, in general, the shiny themselves are fine, they're enjoyable. But for me personally, again, shiny hunter at heart, I'm more of a person who likes the journey towards it. So maybe the most recent ones would be my favorite because I just like, I remember the experience freshly in my head. Or maybe some of the events that I've done like really in the past. So let's say I think Zygarde was one of my favorites in the Dynamax adventures because it took me
Mm.
80, maybe 70 to 80 Dynamax adventures to do it, and I had to get one specific path towards it. I ended up getting a really good path where it took us one whole turn just to beat it. So I always had to have a group with me. I had to dictate how the raid would go or the Dynamax adventure would go in order to be successful with it. And I had to trade myself Dynite or to keep the path in general. So the journey most likely is the reason why I have favorite types of shiny hunts or favorite types of shinies. But in general, every single shiny hunt that I do is one of my favorites because the journey to them is just what I enjoy the most. If I were to pick categories of Dynamax adventures would be Zygarde, something that I liked getting in Scarlet and Violet. Maybe it would be maybe getting shiny Gimmighoul, because those were very difficult to get and they're very annoying. So having like a community event going together is fun. Just recently we did the Alolan Raichu ones where everyone was shiny hunting for a size Alolan Raichu. So the Jumbo and Teensy ones were amazing. Um, Recently in Ultra Sun and Moon, I've never done what are they called again? SOS hunts. So doing those for the first time were great. So my very first call rate of 3 hunt that I did for Delmice was a good experience. So overall, a lot of like my best shinies are because I experienced them for the first time, like, and the type of method I use to shiny hunt them for is the reason why I like them. So my answer is always going to change. The same reason why whenever someone says like or asks what's been my most favorite shiny, overall my major answer is Darkrai, but I'll always like end up changing my answer afterwards too to maybe something different if it's specific.
Okay, nice, nice, nice. Let's see. Jody says, okay, going back to the last topic. Jody says, having an event locked behind 7K eggs are super hard because you can't spend stops to get gifts and supplies, then get a different egg by accident. Yep, that is true. That's another reason. Yep, that's a good point, Jody. Now, the best shiny in Pokemon, or best shiny Pokemon, is their favorite Pokemon, Giraffe Red, which is funny. So you got that in the round, 96% IVs in last year's Global Go Fest. You still hunted a Hundo or Shundo, just got a shiny 98 and a lucky trade. Oh, wow, nice. And Chris said, leave your Shundo Life Vesta alone. Best event for you was Ultra Unbound one. Oh, okay, okay. I did not expect you to say that. Ultra Unbound? Oh, okay. So, wait, yeah. The Ultra Unbound for Ultra Space. So, same as me. Nice, nice, nice. All right. My best shiny that I got, I actually live streamed this on Twitch. I'm not sure if we met yet or we gotten introduced to each other when this happened. So I was playing Pokemon Scarlet, and Scred, you might remember this because you were there. I was looking for a shiny Charmander, hatching them from eggs, and it took me over like 1,100 hatches for me to get the shiny, and I was losing my mind when I finally got it. So I have to say, out of all the shinies that I got, that one had to be my best. Well, not my best one, my favorite one. Um, Another shiny. Now I'm gonna strictly stay with Pokemon Go. I have to go back to 2019 when I actually went to Japan for the first time. So they had like a special raid event, but that was exclusive to Japan only. Apparently, I guess they had like raid dinner hour on Sunday. And I remember we was in Akihabara just walking around in the streets because they blocked off the whole street so people can walk around. And at the time, the raid boss were crazy, and that shiny was out, and it was me. It was Pokemon Master Holly. It was the cruise ship, Super Trainer Sakura. We went into this one guy, I forgot his name, but we went into this one guy that knew Holly, and we went into the trainer club, and we were just walking around Akihabara shiny hunting, and I got my shiny Rayquaza, my first one in the game while I was in Japan. So that had to be my favorite shiny that I got in Pokemon Go. So there's that. All right, so with that out the way, the last topic that we can talk about is GoFest. So obviously, GoFest happened this month. There was GoFest in New York, and then Global GoFest. The other two GoFest events happened in May and June. We went to Sendai and Madrid. I did not go to those two. Then because I went to Jesse's and Rachel's wedding, and in Madrid, I had no desire to go to Madrid, so I missed out on that. But I did go to New York as a noticeable trainer. We did a meet and greet again, so that was fun. Obviously saw Scrid in person again, so that was pretty cool. So I guess my question for you is, since you did do the Global Go Fest, do you have any desire to go to an in-person Go Fest event?
If I were invited, 100%, I'd love to go. It's very interesting to do events for Go for me, just because I like being active. I normally have a group being active with, but as a creator, I've never done it with other creators before. So like those type of situations are going to be very new to me. So that's why I'm very interested to see how I'll fare in worlds, because at heart, I'm very introverted. It's easy for me to be extroverted sitting in my chair in the comfort of my own home. But for the first time, I'm going to be out and about with actual people who, make content for Pokemon. And again, I've been to regionals where I've met my Twitch friends. I quickly became IRL friends with them. So it's a very new experience turning online friends into IRL friends. But this will be the first time where it's going to be people who, it's not essentially coworkers, but like kind of have the feel of it kind of being coworkers, where you're doing this at a professional level, you're doing this because you're invited to an event, or you're doing this because there's a major purpose event for it. So overall, I'm excited to, one, experience it, and two, if I were to experience it again in the future, I'd love to just be able to find more ways to be more social, because like I said, introvert at heart, so much easier to be extroverted, like the extroverted mask to be put on while you're streaming. But IRL, it's just going to have to be do your best to match energy, and like I said, I'm good at matching energy, so I would pretty much enjoy it, but I know I'm gonna crash and burn right after, just full of exhaustion. But it's just gonna be the fun type of exhaustion.
Okay. So, to help you out on that in terms of the whole introvert thing, now in terms of worlds, obviously we talking regionals, but on a grander scale. So obviously communities from Pogo and VGC would be there. So, but at the same time, this is like a grander scale, and getting there is kind of limited, obviously, because of the tickets, in terms of how they do tickets and things of that nature. So, unlike a regional where you can just get a ticket and go, and obviously there's a chance that a lot of people will see you and recognize you and try to hang out with you. I feel like at Worlds, because of the fact that it's in Hawaii, which is expensive to go to, and the fact that tickets are going to be somewhat limited because you have to win like a raffle just to buy a ticket, and those two things combined, and then the fact that, like, again, we talk about the best of the best going, I feel like you might not have that same experience, which would be a good thing for an introvert at a Worlds in comparison to a regional. Now, in terms of a Go Fest, yeah, you definitely won't have that issue at all, because that's mostly Pokemon Go players. So in terms of like people recognize you at a Go Fest, that would more likely be me. That would be Scrid. That would be our fellow Floaroma Town members, and maybe other content creators. Like if they just happen to be walking around with me and I run into you, and I'd be like, "Hey, yeah, this is so and so." Outside of that, you should be fine at a Go Fest, and I want to say you should be fine at the Worlds as well. So that's my opinion on that. So yeah, how you feel about that?
Yeah, of course, 'cause like I said, those type of situations are okay with me. It's more of just that once the event is over, I know myself well enough that I'm just going to shy away from the world and pretty much just be in my my own little bubble, so I don't have to be as like not energetic. What's the word? Social. So as an introvert again, I have a finite amount of social battery. So being invited to like maybe something like a Go Fest would be so fun because of course like that's more you're moving, you're walking around possibly in the sun, and that type of energy is fine for me. But I know that right immediately after, it's just something that I'm gonna need days to recover over. So while I love the idea of it, I know myself well enough that I'm going to have to be quite non-social afterwards. So again, 100% open to the idea of like attending Go Fests, being able to meet people not only in our Pokemon community, but even communities locally to wherever it is. So again, super fine with all of that. Just also knowing myself, I know that it would just be something that once it's all over and said and done, I'd like times that most likely people will not see me because it's just me being recharge.
Right, yeah, recharge. That's the word I was thinking of. Jody says you were disappointed for a global Go Fest because you didn't. Well, we, for those who took part, didn't get any regionals like the in-person events since you can't travel to get those that are in other countries. You really wanted Sigalith. I'm trying to think. Did New York have Sigalith? We had Klefki. New York had Klefki. I don't know about the other two events, but New York had Klefki. And yeah, New York had Klefki. And not to mention the Oricorio. So we had the Hawaiian, which is ironic, the Hawaiian style Oricorio and the regular Oricorio. So, but global, we had Baractus, which is a regional, Corsola, which is a regionals, and Corsola could have been shiny. Heatmore, and I'm gonna be technically correct here. Heatmore and Solrock and Lunatone are technically regionals, but they're not exactly sought after at this point. So there's that. I don't recall what Sendai nor what's the other one? Madrid had in terms of regionals that made their way over. I need to double check and see what they had. But like global, they had some regionals. So like I guess the two sought after ones would be Maractus and Corsola. Assuming Jody, you're not living in a spot where Maractus spawned already. Oh, for real? Okay, Film Blogs. Okay, cool. So Film Blogs, he sent me the link. So let's get on Twitter real quick. We're gonna check out the Pokemon Center fiasco. And also before that, I want to see what they had in terms of regionals in Sendai. Go Fest, Sendai, Spawn. And then of course we're gonna look at Madrid as well. I don't remember off the top of my head. You would like Klefki also, but the global last year we had Relicanth, Toko, etc. I mean, Relicanth ain't a bad one. All right, let me see. What did Sendai had? Sendai had, let's see. They had the Hawaiian Star. I think all three had the Hawaiian Star or Oricorio by the looks of it. And they had the Japanese style Oricorio, which is the one I really want actually. And they had actually Klepke was at all of them. It was like all the in-person events. So yeah, they didn't have Sigalith. Yeah. So it was Klepke this year. Yeah, you in Cali? Oh, you in Cali? So your regional Toros? Yeah. That's Toros. I'm kind of like over it. Okay, so NintendoSoup.com. Okay, let's take a look at this real quick. So we're gonna switch back over here. And let's take a look at, okay. New details revealed for Pokemon Center at Pokemon World's Championship. Oh, they got it set up already? Or is that just a graphic? Let me see. Okay, get that out of here. So they're up in Inspiring House East Day. Okay, we need to talk about that. So let's see. First, a preview of what this should look like. See image above. Oh, that's how it should look. Okay. With design that feature Pokemon in a tropical underwater setting. Pop-up store would begin operations on the 14th of August. Yep, that's true. I was hoping for like a map or something like that instead of just this, but yeah, that's cool. So yeah, we gotta go up a escalator by the looks of it, and then have to go in there. Yeah, you over your green tours? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm over it too. Okay, there's a link. Oh, Sarah B got it. Let me see what Sarah B got. So let's see. They don't have any images or anything. Oh, wait, what is this? Oh, here we go. Pokemon Center pop-up store. Okay, but again, they don't have any images. Now we know what's ooh, that's a good question. Have you seen what's gonna be so far at the Pokemon Center?
Like the advertised merchandise? Yes, very excited to not only just get plushies, but my husband is a big ukulele player. So if we are able to get one, I'd love to get one for him, either to just play or just, have for a little display.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get that ukulele as well. I think I'm gonna try to get that one. And the beach volleyball. I want that beach ball too. And maybe the coin and Marcus set. That would be the things that I'd be going for. Everybody else can have the plushies. I'm not a plushie guy. But everybody else can have those. I need to look at that shirt. The shirt ain't bad, maybe? I don't know. I don't know about the shirt. Okay, so yeah, Worlds. I can't wait. It's gonna be pretty exciting. It's gonna be pretty exciting if I do say so myself. Okay, so we got through all the topics. So, and now we are pretty much at the end of the show. Is there anything that you would like to say? Anything like you want to shout out any of your socials or your Twitch channel or anything like that? The floor is completely yours.
Nah, I just really appreciate you inviting me to something like this. Because, like I said, it's not something that I tend to do often. It's because I'm more of just I keep to myself type of person. Other people tend to invite me instead of me going out of my way to collab with other people. So if you're more friends like you kind of bring me out of my shell, I wouldn't exactly do anything where I'd have to again talk about my experiences other than in my own streams or even like be on other people's channels unless I'm pulled into them. So again, just really thank you for thinking about inviting me in something like this, because I'm just very thankful that there are friends who are willing to not just like obviously chat with me in general online, but like in person eventually in the future. Because of course, like you'd be one of the people that I'd be meeting at Worlds in general. So I'm just glad that my own little bubble just gets bigger each time, every day.
Right. Yeah, so technically, yeah, there's two reasons why I invited you to the show. One, because you're a Floaroma Town teammate. And prior to this, I had no Floaroma Town teammates on my show. I'm like, yo, we need to change that. And which brings me to number two. You're going to Worlds. I'm going to Worlds. Worlds in Hawaii, which is basically your backyard. So I'm like, yo, this is perfect. We can talk about Worlds since we both going. And you're a Floaroma Town teammate. So I had to get you on the show. So yeah, I thought it was just like perfect that I got you on there. I was just happy that you said yes. So yeah, I wasn't sure you gonna say yes or not, but here we are. So yeah, happy to have you on the show. And then so the next show chat will be in August. Wait a minute. The 20. No, that's not that. That's not this. The next show will be on August the 25th. Okay. Yeah. So that should be fine. August the 25th. I already got a guest in mind. I need to talk to him first. And here's another hit, chat. Is another Floaroma Town teammate. But this one is going to TwitchCon. Because I'm obviously going to be talking about TwitchCon since I'm also going to TwitchCon. And yeah, I need to get them on the show, I feel. Since they also have gotten back into Pokemon Go. So I need to get them on the show. So yeah, that's going to be August the 25th. That's my next Tru Inferno Show. So that's going to do it for this edition of the Tru Inferno Show. Again, shout out to Maria, aka Mariaculous, for joining me on the show. Again, she got a Twitch channel where she does a lot of her shiny hunts. So yeah, make sure to head on over to twitch.tv/Mariaculous. So yeah, make sure to get on that as well. And then new video will be out tomorrow on my YouTube channel right here. So yeah, you do not want to miss that. Obviously, that would be my Mega Lucario raid day. I got one interesting shiny. I'm not going to say what it is, but I got one interesting shiny. So, yeah, you do not want to miss that. And then, of course, Worlds is next week. We got Venture Week coming up this week. And A bunch of events going on in August. One on my birthday. So yeah, birthday month is coming up, and I'll be spending it in Hawaii. Very exciting stuff. A lot of stuff in the horizon. Y'all do not want to miss out on all of that jazz. So again, shout out to Maria for showing up on the show. And now we are going to end up out of here. So I'm going to call it a wrap. So with all that said, y'all know who this is. This boy New J Gatsby, aka New Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah.